I think.
So it's Act 2, Scene 1, a wood near Athens. Here we go, folks. Enter a fairy at one door and Puck at another. Nixie is Puck.
Oh no, spirit.
Nixie is Puck, and I am the fairy.
I'm sorry, I was already sorry.
No,
Small.
Yep.
Small Jeep.
Small Jeep. Small fairy Jeep.
How now, spirit? Whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale, thorough bush, thorough briar, over park, over pale, thorough flood, thorough fire. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's sphere, and I serve the fairy queen. To dew her orbs upon the green, the cowslips tall her pensioners be, in their gold coats spots you see. Those be rubies, fairy favors, in those freckles live their savors. I must go seek some dewdrops here, and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear. Farewell, thou lob of spirits, I'll be gone. Our queen and all her elves come here anon.
For a sec, Jeep. I'm sorry.
I'm just playing around.
I couldn't hear you. You cut off.
Oh, that's my fault. For queen and all her elves come here.
The king doth keep.
Yeah, go on.
I figured you were already done in the time that it cut out. So sorry. Embrace scuff.
Oh, whoa, hold on a second. Hold on a second, Nixie. You're cutting out. Hold on. Nixie, my friend, you're cutting out now. Hold on a second. Woo. Let's fix that real quick. Hold on, folks. We got some scuff going on. Got some scuff.
Yay, scuff!
Alright, we're back, folks. Let's, Act 2 is Scene in the Woods. Puck, take it away. That's, the Nixie. Nixie's Puck.
Alright. The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight, for Oberon is passing fell in wrath, because that she, as her attendant, hath a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king. She never had such sweetest challenging. And jealous Oberon would have the child, knights of his train, to trace the forests wild. But she perforce withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy. And now they never meet in grove or green, by fountain clear or sprangled starlight sheen. But they do square, and all their else for fear, creep into acorn cups, and hide from them there. Alright, fairy.
Yep. Either I mistake your shape and making quite, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite, called Robin Goodfellow. Are not you he that frights the maidens of the villagery, skim milk, and sometimes labor in the quern, and bootless make the breathless housewife churn, and sometime make the drink to bear no barm, mislead night wanderers, laughing at their harm? Those that hobgoblin call you, and sweet Puck. You do their work, and they shall have good luck. Are you not he?
Thou speakest aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile, when I a fat bean-fed horse beguile, nighing in likeness of a filly fowl, and I sometimes lurk in a gossip's ball, in very likeness of roasted wait, in very likeness of a roasted crab, and when she drinks, against her lips I bob. On her withered dewlap pour the ale, the wisest aunt telling the saddest tale. Sometime for the footstool mistaketh me, then I slip from under her bum, down topples she. And Tailor she cries, and falls into a cuff, and then the whole choir hold their hips and laugh, and wax in their mirth and knees and swear. A merrier hour was never wasted there. But room, fairy, here comes Oberon.
And here my mistress. Would that he were gone. Enter Oberon at one door with his train, and Titania at another with hers. I am now King Oberon. Oberon, and of course, Mori is the beautiful Titania. Boom, and we'll just put little old Puck Nixie in the middle.
Yes, I'm just standing here.
Yes.
I'm observing you.
Yes, just stay there and observe. Alright, they enter. I am Oberon, and Nixie is Titania.
Mori's Titania, right?
Yes.
I mean, you were saying my name, so...
Oh, shoot. That's what I meant to... Yes, Mori. Alright, thank you. There we go. Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What? Jealous Oberon? Fairies, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton. Am I not thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady, but I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland and in the shape of corn sat all day, playing on pipes of corn and versing love to amorous Phillida. Why art thou here? Come from the fairest steep of India, but that, forsooth, and bouncing Amazon, your buckskin mistress and your warrior love, to Theseus must be wedded. And you come to give their bed joy and prosperity?
How canst thou thus, for shame, Titania, glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus? Didst not thou lead him through the glimmering night from Perigena, whom he ravished, and make him with fair eagles break his faith with Ariadne and Antiopa?
These are forges of jealousy, and never, since the midsummer spring, may we meet on hill, in dale, forest, or mead, by paved fountain, or by rushy brook, or in the beach margent of the sea, to dance our ringlets in the whistling wind. But with thy brows thou hast disturbed our sport, therefore the winds, piping us in vain, and in revenge have struck up from the sea contagious frogs, which, falling in the land, hath every pelting river made them so proud. Why, they have overborne in their continents. The ox hath therefore stretched his yoke in vain. The ploughman lost his sweat in the green corn, hath rotted ere in his youth attendant a beard. The foal stands empty in the downward field, and crows have fatted with the murrain flock. The 9 men's morris is filled with mud, and the quaint mazes in the wanton green, for lack of tread, are undistinguishable. The human mortals want their winter here. No night is now with him or carol best. Therefore the moon, the governess of floods, pale in her anger, washes all in air. That rheumenic diseases do abound, and though this distemperature we see, the seasons alter, hoary-headed frosts fall in the fresh lap of the crimson rose, and old Ham's thin and icy crown, an odious chaplet of sweet summer buds, is as in mockery set. The spring, the summer, the childing autumn, angry winter change their fronted liveries, and the mazed world by their increase knows not which is which, and this same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The very land buys not the child of me. His mother was vautred of my order, and in the spiced Indian air by night, full often hath she gossiped by my side, and sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands, making the embarked traders of the flood. And we had laughed to see the snails conceive, and grow big-bellied with wanton wind, which she, with pretty and with swimming gait, following her womb, and rich with my young squire, would imitate and sail upon the land, to fetch me trifles and return again, as from a voyage rich with merchandise. But she being mortal, of that boy she died. And for her sake do I rear up her boy, and for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you to stay?
Perchance until after Theseus's wedding day, if you will patiently dance in our rounds and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare your haunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy very kingdom. Fairies, away! We shall chide downright if I longer stay.
Exit Titania with her train. Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove, till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle Puck, come hither. Thou rememberest, since once I sat upon a promontory, and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back, uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath, that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres, to hear the sea maid's music. Puck, speak again. Puck?
Unless my microphone didn't pick that up.
Say, I remember.
I remember.
There, now we got you.
Yes.
Now your king can hear you.
No, it did pick it up. Fuck's sake. I timed it really well, and then the microphone was like, fuck you, you're not timing that.
Let's go it again. And certain stars shot madly from the spheres to hear the sweet maid's music.
I remember.
That very time, that very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid, all armed. A certain aim he took at a fair vestal, throned by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow, as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. But I might see young Cupid's fiery shaft quenched in the chaste beams of the watery moon, and the imperial Vultress passed on, in maiden meditation, fancy-free. Yet marked I where the bolt of Cupid's fell. It fell upon a little western flower, before milk-white, now purple with love's wound, and maidens call it love in idleness. Fetch me that flower, the herb I showed thee once. The juice of it, on sleeping eyelids laid, will make of man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me this herb, and be thou here again, ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
I'll put a girdle around the earth in about 40 minutes.
Exit Puck. Titania. Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing then she waking looks upon, be it on lion, bear, or wolf, or bull, on meddling monkey, or on busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I can take it with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. But who comes here? I am invisible, and I will overhear their conference. Enter Demetrius and Helena following him. Nixie is Demetrius, Helena is Mori, and Mori is following him.
All right.
Let me fix this up real quick. Let me just make a giant Nixie now. And also, Rubik the Puzzler, thank you for the follow. All right, so let's just go like this.
I am Big Nixie now.
Yeah. He's running.
I am Speed.
Go ahead, Nixie. 'Tis your cue.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. First lies Sandrin, fair Hermia. The one I'll slay, the other slayeth me. Thou toldst me they were stolen into this wood, and here am I, and woed within this wood, because I cannot meet with Hermia. Hence, get thee gone, and follow me no more. Please tell me to actually pick that up.
Yes, it picked you up. Mori, you're silent right now for some reason.
Wonderful. That is great.
Okay.
Embrace the scuff.
Okay, now your voice is
Yes.
now your voice is back. Go ahead, Mori.
Okay. Okay, it's okay. I'm good. We're fine. The show must go on.
Yes. Yes.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, but you draw not iron, for my heart is true as steel. Leave me your powers to draw, and I will have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not in plainest truth tell you that I do not, nor cannot love you?
And even for that do I love you the more. I am your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me but as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me, only give me leave, unworthy as I am, to follow you. What worser place I can beg in your love, and yet a place of high respect with me, than to be used as you use your dog.
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much, to leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not, to trust the opportunity of night, and the ill counsel of a desert place, with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your future, your virtue is my privilege. For that, it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore, I think I am not in the night, nor doth this wood lack worlds of company. For you and my respect are all the world, and then how could it be that I am alone when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee and hide me in the brakes, and I'll leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest hath not a heart as you. Run where you will, the story shall be changed. Apollo flies, and Daphne holds the chase. The dove pursues the griffin, the mild hind makes speed to catch the tiger bootless speed. With cowardice pursues the valor flies.
I will not stay thy questions. Let me go, or if thou follow me, do not believe, but I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
I, in the temple, in the fowl, in the town, in the field, you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius, your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed. We were not meant to woo. I'll follow thee, and make a heaven out of hell, to die upon the hand I love so well.
Demetrius and and Helena exit, and Oberon reappears. Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer. Puck returns.
Aye,
Puck.
there it is.
Oh. I pray thee, give it to me. Ah, I know a bank where the wild thymes blows, where oxlips and the nodding violet grows, quite over-canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses, and with eglantine. There sleeps Titania, some time of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. And there the snake throws her enamelled skin, weed wide enough to wrap a fairy in. And with the juice of this I'll streak her eyes, and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. Affect it with some care, that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love. And look thou, meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord. Your servant shall do so.
The end!
Hey!
We did it! We made it through it! Yeah! Bring it back! Woo! Well done! Now, as a little bonus, people, it's not entirely done yet. Let's give Mori her big ass solo. She has this.
Oh, okay.
She has this one perfectly memorized from Midsummer's because she performed it once on stage. That's right, on stage. I'm talking it up. It was in school, but you know, schools have stages.
Yes, they always have like the school musical in primary school when you graduate from there and go to high school. They always have the musical, so there's always a stage.
Yes. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Rubik. Yeah, no, this is Shakespeare. I'm glad you're amazed. I'm glad you enjoyed it. All right, Mori. Before we wrap up our complete Shakespeare and move on to singing, take it away, Mori. Flex your memory.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Flex for us, Mori.
I can flex. Let me just grab some water because voice.
Yes, you did a lot. You had a lot of lines.
It's been over 8 years now, and I still remember this perfectly. Why is my mind?
Nixie, you've become a statue. Oh, there we go. Now you're moving again. Good.
Ay, 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 ay. Awaken my master.
Wamu.
Yes. All right, let's give Mori her.
Yes, let's.
Her time to shine.
How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens, I am thought as fair as she, but what of that? Demetrius thinks not so, and he will know what all but he do know, and as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring of his qualities, things space and fire holding no quantity, love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. Nor had love's mind any judgment haste. Wings and no eyes figure unheedy haste as waggish boys in games themselves forswear. And so the boy love is perjured everywhere. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyne, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. And when some heat from Hermia felt, and so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight, and to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, 'tis a dear expense, but herein mean I to enrich my pain, to have his sight hither and back again.
Yes, and you know what? That should have worked as a prologue to this scene. It made sense now why Helena was chasing him.